Hi, I'm back again. This is just a quick update. Sorry, it's a bit wobbly, I'm holding the camera just now. Been waiting ages and ages for these parts here. I initially ordered them 30th of November last year, and I waited, and they just didn't come through. Contacted the company and they said, look, if they don't arrive in the next 5 days, we'll send you another set. I think they used the word expedite. Contacted them 5 days later, they still hadn't arrived, and they said, oh well, what we'll do is we'll give it another 5 days and then we'll have a look into it with the postal service. So I was a bit miffed at that, so I cancelled the order, told them to send my money back, and if they arrived then I would send them back to them. Ordered these parts here instead from the St Louis RC, who'd also sent me the hot racing hubs, which came through no problem at all. And they arrived today, ironically, with the parts from the other company. So I now need to post them back to them. But that was 2.5 months to go through United States Postal Service. 2.5 months to get from America to Britain, which is kind of ridiculous considering some guy jumped in a boat and rowed it across the Atlantic in 33 days. I know that's a bit glitchy, but that's the truth. Can't get stuff from America very quickly. All the other bits that I ordered from China, Hong Kong, France, Italy, they've come from all over the world really. They've all arrived within days, but anything I order that comes from America takes weeks, and in this case months. However, they have arrived, so that's good news. I've got these Vitavon, Vitavon, whatever you want to pronounce it. Got them to go on. Got all the other hot racing parts ready. I've already done a few other bits while I was waiting for these. First off, shoe glue and drywall tape on the inside. I watched, this was Bournemouth RC on how to do this. I've watched quite a few of his stuff. I did all the drip screws and everything and the suspension through his stuff. It's quite good, quite informative. Takes his time, doesn't waffle, just gives you exactly the facts of what you've got to do. A few other things that I've done in the meantime, I have put on the back differential carrier on there, and I've also put on M2C racing. Wait a minute, just turn it there off. Sorry about that. So I've got the M2C hinge pin kit on the rear. They don't do one for the front of the EXB, which is a bit disheartening. I wish they did because I'd have put it on. So I'm kind of stuck with the one that comes with Arrma just now, but we'll see how it goes. If it breaks, then I'll go and source, maybe put a T-bone racing front bumper on it and use the M2C front one. That's the only thing that stops you doing it, is you can't fit the front bumper if you use their one. Hopefully they will do something about it. In the meantime, a couple of other things I've done. I've upgraded the springs on this because it is quite heavy with all the stuff that I've got on here. I've got quite a big motor, quite a big ESC. I've got a hefty set of batteries on it as well, and I was noticing that even if you drop it from 2 inches off the ground, it kind of bottoms out straight away. So upgraded the shocks. I've got somewhere over there, I've got thicker shock fluid, and I might need to change the wee pistons for ones with slightly smaller holes. But now that I've got these new parts on, I've got the hub on here as well at the back. Now I've got the new parts to put on, I can finally get to it and start finishing this thing off. The whole thing's been held up. I want to get this on. This is RadicalRC UK bash bar. There was no point in me building everything, just so I'd have to strip it all back down again just to sort of fit the centre differential holder that was made of metal. That's the hot racing one that's going in there. If I put this part here on, then I'd need to strip it all down again to get to the bolts for that, so that's why I held off for all of that. That's just a quick update for just now. I'm going to start wrenching away here and get some of this stuff put on, and hopefully that's pretty much all I'm waiting for. Oh, a couple of other things. I've got Badlands tyres on here, the belted ones. I am still waiting for the little aluminium holders for the centre here, but I've put the plastic ones in that they come with at the moment. I'll use them until they shred, then I'll put the alloy ones on. Other than that, I can't think of anything else I've really done. Oh, I've got a new drive shaft. A few folk in the Arrma forum have said this doesn't fit. Well, it does. I don't know what the problem is. A lot of folk are saying, well, I'm not about to do any modifications to the car to make it fit, which kind of begs the question, why are you putting a modified part on the car if you're not wanting to do any mods to the car? But well, that's, I don't know, there's a bit of an argument going on with the Arrma forum on that. Just so you know, if you've got an EXB, that does fit. I've not checked the clearances yet for the front one because I've not bothered stripping that down yet, but once I do, I will let you know. But as far as I can see, there's plenty of room for it to fit. It will be a little bit close to where the servo goes, yes, but it should be fine to clear it. I think what their problem is whenever they're taking the centre diff out, they won't be able to do that, you know, easily anyway, to change anything on there, because then it will sort of bump on the way out. But it's only 4 screws to take off your front and rear diff holders. It's not that complicated, and if you're not up to doing that, well, you're in the wrong hobby. Anyway, I'm going to get on with this and start fixing some parts on it, and I'll update you all soon.